Welcome back to this Let's Play of Jeanne D'arc. When last we left off, we were clearing our way through the Soar Valley and realizing that everyone, our own French people and the English, really hate us. A lot of them want us very dead, and they will not stop coming after us. So, let's see if they continue coming after us. I have a feeling they might be. We were, in fact, hopelessly outclassed by all the things we easily murdered. Marcel is the president of our fan club. And here is Talbot. And since he's English, he comes with his demons. Our goal, to kill Talbot. Our lost condition, Jeanne dies. There's stuff on the map that we can get by killing things. Yet another Bovamoth with Desperation and Attack +3. The big thing from here will be Mighty Roar and Attack 5 from the Gazillioth in the back. Talbot now has Crescent Arc, an AE skill that will hit the target in front of him and then the two flanks of that target. We got some orcs with Woodchop. We have another Dark Elf with Sniper and Poison Arrow and his friend, and then another mage with Fireball, Lower Force and Heal, no MP +20, which would be fantastic. And then a second mage, and then the second Bovamoth. The Gazillioth, we definitely want to make sure we kill before we kill Talbot. And as we're going to see, the one side of the map is for Marcel and Collet, and the other side of the map is for either of Roger or Jean, and then Leon. I think we'll take Jean because 2 range on his spear. He's not horrific at this point yet. He is, however, every map we go through slowly falling off. We are a few maps away from him being not so good. We're still in the 5% chance to be effective when it comes to hitting Collet. And another Desperation. Just really doesn't want to drop the attack buffs. There is treasure on this map. There is one right here. And there should be one right here. And where the third is, I have no clue. Information for this game is hard to find, and what there is of it just says at the treasure spots on this map you can get these items. The only way to know for sure is to come back with Treasure Finder on one of your thieves, which will automatically light up the treasure spots at the start of the map without you having to get within 2 squares of them. Also, if they're too far off the beaten path, it really doesn't matter unless they're a very good item. There's a couple places where we can get very good items. And Jeanne D'arc will show up here on turn 2 and be kinda useless. As a spear user, he is the best spear user in the game. This is not saying much, as there are 2 spear users in the game. He is best because he can do this, and Jeanne cannot. His problem is, spear users are kinda weak. They fall off real fast. He definitely has higher magic attack, which is useful. He's essentially Leon if Leon had 2 range. And since he's not under our control, he's going to wander down to Talbot and get either murdered or just kind of stared at. His damage output is not fantastic. No spear user's damage output is fantastic, but unfortunately, while 1 to 2 range guys that can hit 2 squares when they attack or counterattack is really cool, they just aren't good enough. We will use one on and off because we don't have the better characters yet. But once we start getting axe users, it's really hard to use spear users because axes are just so much better. You can very effectively axe some questions in this game. Even if you are underleveled, Jeanne showing up does nothing. In my first playthrough, he ran forward and immediately was one-rounded by all of the stuff up there. Today he's just going to be annoying. So that's fun. Every new character we get is going to be a little bit underleveled, which is solved by at some point running them through a map and getting a bunch of kills. The weird thing about this game is that it encourages you, through the way skills work, to over-farm levels. Then when you get new characters, they kind of suck compared to the characters you've had in your party, and you think, wow, why would I ever want to use this character? And you would want to use this character because they're very, very good. Like, we're going to get an axe user whose first 3 or 4 levels is one of the worst experiences you're ever going to go through. And then as he levels, his stats ratchet so quickly that he just starts dominating every map. Like, he's going to hit for a normal crit what our armlet users hit for when they're transformed using their signature abilities. That's just kind of his thing. Also, he's going to have about twice to 3 times the amount of hit points as everyone does. So you slap on some regen for him. And oh boy, is he fantastic. Still not understanding how 2 range works, Gilles jumps into the fray. Treasure, most often here 500 gold. Boy, do I wish it was better than 500 gold, but it's not. Attack +5 and Mighty Roar is great. Mighty Roar is an axe skill that will target per one direction in front of you. One tile. It has a 1 tile range, and then it will cleave to each side with a stun effect that does no damage. We are going to make sure mages die, because they still can drop a whole bunch of spells. Even though they're not doing it today. And now, not only is Gilles standing there, oh, he actually learned how spears work. I wasn't quite sure I'd see that. He has no type, so every magic will do the same amount of damage. An Iron Lance, boy was that not worth it. There are a couple maps where you can find weapons that you have never seen before. And Jeanne will flash strike Talbot to death. Serves him right, even though he is not dead. And we'll get another copy of Flash Strike instead of the Cleave. If I was really serious about doing this, I'd be using save states and save stating when we didn't get the things we wanted coming back. I believe it changes every time you do that. Beating the map, 650 gold, almost 500 experience, a ghetto fruit, a crit tonic, and a healing herb, because gotta keep giving us 30 hit point recovery items when we're starting to hit 4 to 5 times that. And 6 level ups from the bonus XP. And Talbot's just gonna walk off. Roger scowling in the background as he watches this all play out. When we're ready, he's extended an invitation for us to come meet him. And that is where we're going next. Let's do a quick slurve. And we'll head into the city. Apparently it takes us forever to slurve, because Gilles has been potentially waiting here for a very long time, several seconds. There are a couple things Jeanne is good at. One is face-checking traps, and the other is that weird kind of zeal. But we're now going to have an FMV where we just kind of try to find the Dauphin.
Jeanne, look, that man in red. Remember what Gilles said? The color of royal blood. Blood is red. He has to be the Dauphin. No, I don't think so. Huh? Then, who is? Gentle Dauphin, my name is Jeanne, la Pucelle.
A miracle!
Royal blood is, of course, blue. And we will never see him in that outfit again. and it wouldn't be this time of history if everyone wasn't trying to stab everyone in the back. Meanwhile, some more nightmares. Roger has seen some stuff. What he would really like to not see is Jeanne and Jean talking to each other. And we now have our second spear user. And there is no reason to use our first spear user ever again. That officially concludes Chapter 1. In Chapter 2, we begin the march towards liberating a whole bunch of forts. We're also now heading a war council. Our strategy for winning a castle back is going to be the same as our strategy for most things, bonsai. But that is for next time. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.